Hey YouTube, New York Half-Ass Prepper here. This season I'm trying something new. I'm incubating my own eggs. I keep chickens here on the homestead, and normally I either buy pullets or I buy day-old chicks from Tractor Supply and I raise them up. You know, I brood them myself. But this year I figured, why even do that? I'll just incubate my own. So what you're looking at here is my incubator. This is the Pro Series model 4200 from Farm Innovations, and it works pretty good. Temperature and humidity are key when you're dealing with incubators. This one relies on there's a little place on the bottom, like a little ditch, where you put the water, and it relies on the air blowing across the surface of the water to give you the humidity. So this is the egg turning device. Those are fake eggs, and I just put them in there because they have mass, and it keeps the you know, they heat up, and it keeps the temperature more stable, so that the heating element doesn't have to go on and off as much. So it seemed to work out pretty well. I thought it was a neat idea. Some people put water bottles in there to hold the heat. I figured I'd do these because they fit in this egg turning device. Just rotates, oscillates back and forth very slowly, because you got to move the eggs around just like a mother hen would do. So we're towards the end of here, and I'll keep you updated on my hatch rate and the overall success. Okay, here's the update. It's day 22, and I put 7 eggs in here originally that I just took out of my chicken coop, and one of them did not candle fertile after 18 days, so that was discarded. So that left me with 6 eggs. And so far I've had 5 chicks hatch out of those 6 eggs, and I got hopes for that one last egg still in there, and I'm going to give him or her a little bit longer before I discard the egg. So I'm going to open this up and we'll take a look, but I've got to warn you about the cute factor. Okay, here we go. Here's 2 chicks. This is what they look like. They were just hatched this morning. I don't want to leave this open too long because they're going to get cold. Here's the remnants of the eggs. I got most of them taken out already. And I got one last egg in here. And I don't see, it feels fertile. I don't see any signs of pipping, but I'm going to give him a little bit longer to hatch. And the other 3 chicks I have in a brooder already. Okay, here's the 3 that I got in a brooder. These guys all hatched early yesterday, so 24 hours in a brooder. They were nice and dry. I took them out, and they're doing famously. They, when you look at these chicks, you look at any chicks that you have, if they're cruising around and they're moving and they're pooping and pecking and doing their thing, that's normal. That's what you want them to do. You want them to look happy and carefree. I've already got them food. They already seems to be interested in the food, and I trained them on the water. I have this guy that I fashioned. It has a little nipple drinker on the bottom. It's just an old orange juice container that I recycled, repurposed. So I'm going to try that out to keep the water out of the thing, because they go in there and they poop in these water type bowls. And even the ones that you buy from Tractor Supply, they knock them over and poop in them and all of that stuff. So I'm going to go with this on this batch and see how it works out. I'm going to train them to use it. But these are a barnyard mix. Looks like a couple of black Australops, and that guy there looks like he might be a buff Orpington. It's hard to tell when they're this young, but they're doing fine. This big guy here, he was the first guy to come out. He was the earliest one. And I'll give you an update when I got the whole family together. You can see they're barely a day old, and they've already found the feeder and they're eating. Now, if you do this yourself, you don't have to worry about it because the chickens already have all the knowledge they need when they're born. See, they're gonna interested in pecking stuff and they'll be chasing stuff around. But any chicken that can't find the food or the water or doesn't know how to peck just dies, and you don't have to worry about it. It's just the way nature works. So, I'll give you one more update when I get the whole family together out here. Okay, got the whole family together here. 5 little chickies there. Very cute. They seem to be doing well. It's like day 3 for them. I just got them set up. This is just a 160-gallon stock tank that I'm brooding them in. It works out well because it has no right angles for the chicks to, sometimes they get scared and they all pile up into a corner, and then the poor chick on the bottom ends up suffocating. So this prevents that by having rounded corners. And then I start them out with this little simple feed bowl or feeder. It tends to keep the feed from getting all over the place. It tends to keep it in there because the chickens don't have any manners. They go in there and scratch it and kick it and stand on it, poop in it. So the little holes with the feed under it, trying to rein that in a little bit. And then this is just a waterer that I fashioned. I got to hang it with paracord here, and the little nipples are on the bottom down there. And then I did away with the bright light, and that's a heat emitter in there, and that is just like 150 watts, and that is for reptiles to keep snakes warm, and it doesn't produce any light, so that way these guys can have daylight and darkness. And I highly recommend that you get one of these instead of a regular heat lamp that gives off light, because the chicks need the downtime. They need to go to sleep at night, just like human beings do. And if they have the light all the time, that tends to keep them more active on a 24/7 basis. I mean, they will sleep. They'll go in the corner and sleep, or go off to the side when there's nothing going on. And see, my chicks have already figured out how to use the little nipples. Day 3. It's pretty smart. And this one is the one I showed you. It's made out of an orange juice bottle, and they're going away at it, getting their water. And that should keep the water from going down into the bedding and making a big mess like I've had in years past. So that's the story. Everything's worked out well. It's my first hatch from eggs in an incubator, and this is the result. So these guys will stay in here for a few weeks, and then when they get fully feathered, I'll move them outside into a halfway house, and then at 8 weeks they go in with the big chickens. So I haven't sexed any of them. It's not a auto-sexing breed. I think these, they're barnyard mixed, but I think these are the black Australops, and the light color guys are probably red sex links, or because I was looking at some pictures of the Orpington chicks, and they don't have any stripes or markings or anything, so I'm inclined to think these are the red sex links eggs that I got here. So that's it. You don't have to get fancy with your brooder. I've seen all kinds of designs, DIY designs on YouTube, and they all work. The chickens are they're very laid back. They don't need a lot, so don't get too hung up on it. And that's it. I'm out.